Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming at you guys with a new video. Today's video I'm going to be speaking on an incident that occurred on October 19th, 2009. This, was a stabbing that occurred, right? A gang stabbing that occurred on inside Saddleback High School, right? For those of you that don't know, Saddleback High School is located in Santa Ana, Orange County. I guess what had happened was there was two cats, right? There was some fools. One of the fools was from Calle Walnut, the one that ended up getting stabbed. He was 16 years old. So I guess he was posted up. I guess this happened around 12, right? 12 p.m. These fools were posted up, or they were just posted up in school or whatever. And next thing you know, I guess that fool's rival, right? He walked up on him and he let him know, like, caiga, right? So the fool's like, fuck it, let's roll. And they ended up going to a restroom, right? Right there in Saddleback. So they go to the freaking restroom or whatever. I guess they're the fool from Walnut, right? He thought they were just gonna get down, right? So they start, chunking him or whatever. A little altercation happens. Unbeknownst to him, he was getting stabbed, the whole time. He ended up getting stabbed a few times, in the arms, and I believe on the side as well. This will obviously, he ended up coming out. Came out of the freaking restroom, right? Obviously, he's freaking bleeding, right? Because he just got stabbed up. The other vato, he dips. He ends up dipping. Boom, that fool dips. And I guess what happened, right? Because I was busted, right, with this fool from Walnut Street, right? I'll put his moniker out there. I was busted with this fool. They called him Little Yogi from Calle Walnut. And yeah, this fool, he kept it G, you know what I mean? He kept it true. He didn't tell or anything like that. He didn't know anything of what happened to him, right? This fool actually ended up getting deported, right, to Mexico. Boom, so he's gone. Later on, as I was doing my time, right, and where it comes around, they're always like, hey, there's a fool, he's busted, from your area. So I was like, oh, for real? Like, where's he from? Why is he busted and shit? So they give me the rundown. They're like, yo, this was busted for stabbing a fool from Walnut and in a restroom in Saddleback High School. And I was like, oh shit, I heard about that, because if you were from the city, you more than likely heard about that whole situation. And I was tripping out. I'm like, how the fuck he get caught? You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, well, this fool, something to do with and granted, this is not what I'm speaking on right now. This isn't facts, so just, this is something that I heard, right, when I was busted. Some fools that I guess talked to him or whatever. I heard that this fool, he got busted because I guess something to do with a text message or something like that. His lady had told him, like, yo, why'd you do that? Like, you almost killed him. And granted, more than likely this fool had gone to school, to the previous periods, and then more than likely, I'm guessing he ditched the rest of the day, right? I don't think he just went back to class like nothing happened. So that draws a red flag, especially in schools. When you go to schools, there's not that many banged out food. There is a few, but there's some that like, they're always in trouble. They're always, you know what I mean? So it would raise red flags automatically, you know what I mean? This fool, he was here half the fucking day, then he left. Why'd he go? What a coincidence, right? So I don't know how they ended up, but I did hear that text messages had to do with it. Those text messages incriminated him, because pretty much, imagine his girl's pretty much stating like, yo, you almost killed him, right? And yeah, that's how I guess this one ended up getting caught up. I do believe he was charged as an adult. And this shit right here reminds me of there's a lot of people like that, Savage Studios, right? It reminds me of that, like when people be like, yo, caiga, right? Like, let's link up or let's do this. Nowadays, bro, fools are, for the most part, bro, fools are scared to take the L, right? Fools ain't trying to get down. Fools ain't trying to run the fade, you know what I mean? So you gotta go into it skeptical, right? That's why I'm like, there's no point in meeting up, because it's like, you might think like, yo, I'm gonna just fucking, you know what I mean, get down, whatever. That's what a lot of people think. I'm sure this is what this fool from Walnut thought, right? It's probably just shit, it's just a fade or whatever. Well, motherfuckers got something for you. You know what I mean? The same thing with Savage Studios. You know, you think it's just a little fade. Hey, fools ain't running no phase no more. Fools ain't trying to take the L. They're over there trying to take your damn win. They're trying to, you know what I mean, make a name for themselves. And yeah, that's why it kind of brings me back to that. Like, yeah, like I stated, fools ain't trying to take the L, man. They're too quick to pull the trigger. They're too quick to try to stab you or whatever, instead of just chunking them. That's why I'm like, nowadays, don't even bother, you know what I mean? Don't even bother linking up with fools, because, you know, and even then, right? Even if you link up and you're like, oh, I'm strapped up, I don't give a fuck. Like, you're the whole shit right there, right? Is already documented, you know, on your phone, on everything. You're already pretty much, we're going back and forth with this fool, like we're gonna link up, whatever. Once they look at the phone records, right? Guess who's the first person they're gonna be like, oh man, this fool's gonna link up with this fool, right? So there's literally no point in meeting up with fools, unless you want to get caught up or you want to end up getting killed and shit. But anyways, guys, hope you guys like this quick little spill, and tell me if you guys have heard about this story. Like I stated before, it happened on October 19th, 2009. Vato from Cayowana, he ended up getting stabbed in Saddleback Restrooms. He ended up getting stabbed multiple times. They were not, you know, serious injuries, but nonetheless, he did get stabbed. And, you know, the other Vato, yeah, I'd heard where he was from or whatever, but I wasn't too sure that specific information was, you know what I mean, accurate to that point. That's why I'm not saying, you know what I mean, what gang he was from or his moniker and shit. But for sure, the fool was the fool that got stabbed, you know what I mean? And anyways, guys, I hope you guys liked this quick little spill. And if you did, make sure to hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe. You know, it'll really help the channel grow. You know, I'm trying to, you know, keep pushing and, you know, just do better videos for y'all and make better content. So stay posted. I'm out, guys.